few minutes before 8 o'clock. Jimbo and Remy, thanks for coming out tonight. Sorry about that delay. My name is Jimbo and Remy. I'm going to do a live stream tonight from Lynchburg, Virginia. There's a Lynchburg, Tennessee too, but we are in Lynchburg, Virginia. I've spent a lot of the time this fall writing new music, and I'm going to play a lot of these newer songs tonight just because I haven't played them live. I've been busy writing them and getting them up on Spotify and other streams and trying to push the algorithm out there, or the Gore Rhythm, which you'll hear me talk about a little later. This is a song I wrote, so I don't know if you've been following the whole Oliver Anthony thing. He supposedly has a piece of property about a little over an hour from here in a place called Farmville, or outside of Farmville, and he ripped this video on his phone, and it suddenly went from this, virtual unknown that even people here on the local open mic circuit hadn't even heard of him, right? I guess he showed up maybe at an open mic one night, and then all of a sudden he's, touring Europe and is the darling of all the right wing and whatever, I was going to call this a fraud from Farmville, but I thought that was unfair. So this one's called Prophet, Prophet, like biblical prophet, or profit, like, the things profit, the money that you stuff in your pocket, usually obtained illegally, or that's all it means. Talking about there, Jim? Well, I'm glad that you asked me. The Bible, of course. Because while Oliver Anthony eschews any particular political ideology, he likes to quote and read scripture before each performance. And I've always had this thing about people reading Bible verses and pushing scripture in my face. My experience has been, they're probably not legit, but maybe he's different. maybe it's just normal, right, for people to write a song and have it blow up. It happens once in a while. I've been working my ass off to just try to get my streams above 300. You know, putting out content, pimping myself. It's called Prophet of Profit. It's about Oliver Anthony. So, anyways, I'm Jim Remy. I'm glad that you joined me tonight. I'm kind of playing blind. I know that we're streaming live because I'm doing it on my phone, but I'm having internet connection problems on my laptop because I was going to actually kind of, you know, maybe review comments and try to interact. But pretty much every time I do a Facebook live stream, and I used to always use my laptop and try to get all fancy, and it just totally turned into a shit show every time. So this time, I know we're streaming, and I may have to answer my comments after the actual stream tonight, and I'm sorry because I really wanted to interact. I know that I've been running some Facebook meta ads, and there are people probably tonight tuning in that aren't necessarily from here in Lynchburg or back home in Maine, where I'm from originally, or there might be people coming in from Europe watching this because I posted stuff in different places. So, but I appreciate you all. I really do. You know, as somebody who's not certainly close to a household name, not even. It's been increasing. People always ask me, "How do you like Lynchburg?" And I love the weather. I love the fact that the housing market's much cheaper here, and we could buy a house after selling our house in Maine and get out from under a mortgage. I like a lot of those types of things. As far as the music scene here, it's shit, and it's not friendly at all to someone like me, and it's hard as an outsider to get any gigs because all the gigs go to all the local duds that, populate the music scene. And if that sounds like sour grapes, then so be it. But, I'm going to keep writing stuff, and got a tour in the works for June, and I'll give you more details about that. Unfortunately for you back home, I've had a bunch of people this week reach out to me and say, "Hey, when are you coming back home to play?" And I probably won't be up there at least this summer. Maybe later in the fall or over the winter. I know, go back to Maine in the winter makes perfect sense. This is a song I wrote about Taylor Swift, but it's not really critical of Taylor Swift like the previous song was about Oliver Anthony. I just like the line that I threw in there about Taylor Swift, but it's called The Music Shift. I know she works really hard, and everybody seems to, compare my music to hers and say, "Oh, gee, like Taylor Swift's music is like all vocals out front, and how come your music is like your vocals are buried and not really understanding indie rock and where I'm trying to come from." And, anyway, so I'm gonna just stop rambling. I don't see guess. I certainly don't sing like Taylor Swift. So I really had a nice interchange via the interwebs the other night with a guy that I went to school with, a guy named Ray. And if you're listening tonight, Ray, I really appreciate you, being somebody who supports my music in terms of always, leaving a comment or let me know that you listen to my stuff. It means a lot, and especially for folks that that know me. What is that? They say that the prophet's without honor in his hometown. And but Ray and I were in high school. I wouldn't necessarily call us friends. We certainly knew each other. We graduated together. I'd see him in the hall. He'd say hi to me. I'd say hi to him. Knew he was a good dude. He's been married to the same woman for a number of years, and just upstanding guy. And but anyways, he said that he really liked my song "Heavy Weather." And he really wasn't somebody that was familiar with indie rock, and he said, it just reminded me of a lot of the stuff he grew up listening to, and we both grew up listening to, and I'm sure a lot of that sort of 70s influences seeped into my sort of take on indie rock too. So this one's called Heavy Weather. What I'm doing down here with my pedal board. I have a drum pedal. I also have a bunch of other pedals here. I'm kind of falling in love with effects. But anyways, this one is called Heavy Weather. It's from, I think I released it in the late fall. I think it was my third single. Heavy Weather, and that's one of my singles from the fall. I'm hoping to put out all of the singles on a disc that I'm gonna actually have pressed, and I'll have it on Bandcamp and other places for you to purchase if that would be something you'd like. Probably around the time I go on tour in June. So, and speaking of touring, this song is really kind of captures that thought of the whole idea of, as an indie rock musician, somebody who's certainly out of the mainstream, the bands that I've always loved following, a lot of them were mid-90s type bands from Raleigh-Durham for whatever reason. I guess because that was sort of indie rock city USA at the time. There were bands like Superchunk, of course, who've been around now for I think almost 40 years. Arches of Loaf, there was Polvo. Raleigh-Durham is still a really cool scene, and I've already got a confirmed date there. The first week of my tour, which I'm excited. I'm going to go up to Morgantown, Pittsburgh, come back down through Virginia, hit Raleigh-Durham, go over to Asheville, and I think Charlotte, Murfreesboro, or Knoxville, and I'm ending up in Nashville, which I'm really excited about. I've never been in Music City, USA, and I play nothing like the country music being put out in Nashville now, but it's just a place you want to go at some point, and playing there will be really cool. But this one's called Out of the Mainstream. This, by the way, if you go to my Spotify page, you'll see that it's got almost 2,000 streams. It's the only song I have right now over 1,000 streams. I really feel good about the brand new single I just released called Get Foxy. I hope you'll add it to your playlist and stream it and see if we can push that one up. But this one's gotten on a couple of playlists. Get Foxy just got on a really cool playlist called, I don't know if I should even say it. What is it? Fucking Hipsters is the name of it. But I mean, it's got over 12,000 listeners and a lot of really big names like Alex G and others, Morrissey and Bell and Sebastian, and there's a little old me on with all of those big names. But anyway, it's just called Out of the Mainstream, and it's kind of my sort of take on indie rock. You're out there, miss my vibe. Not really cool to my job. No midnight spin. You help me find my weekend. Just out in the wilderness, right in. Didn't know how to roll my mind. Grandpa taught us how to rewind. Perfect sound before I hit the ground. I'm gonna worry a little around. Yeah, so, I mean, part of the reason I wanted to do this stream tonight is just to, honestly, just to kind of shake off some of the rust. I mean, I haven't really performed since December. I went up to Harrisonburg and played this great little place called the Friendly Fermenter, this great little nano brewery near downtown, and I really hope to play there again. Maybe on the tour, I'm not sure, but the guy, I wish I could remember his name. I'm sorry, it escapes me. He was such a cool dude, and it was a fun night, and I had some video done by a local college student who drove up and filmed me that night. But I kind of wish I had played electrically. I played acoustically, run through, the compressor pedal, and, did the drum pedal thing too. But I'm really digging the electric stuff. I mean, I'm actually playing sitting down tonight just because it lends itself better for, I think, streaming. But normally I'm much more active on stage. I mean, I don't do any scissor kicks, at least not now. I've got unfortunately, my left hip's pretty much worn out, so in July after the tour, I'm going to get hip replacement surgery. So, who knows, maybe the next time you see me in the fall and winter, I will be doing scissor kicks on stage and throwing myself into the crowd. But anyways, maybe not. Just bear with me. I do want to just kind of see if my internet's come back up here. So, talked about the Gore Rhythm. So, about 6 weeks ago, I went on this call with this guy from Britain, this guy named Chris. Really great guy. He gave me an hour of his time, gave me some great tips. I mean, the sort of bottom line was, he wanted to sell me a package where he would guarantee me to go from, my 300 streams to, 10,000. But I couldn't afford to pay the amount that is more than this Gibson Nighthawk cost me. Because, this is the best guitar I've ever had, and I don't really need much else. This thing is a monster. It has great sustain. I never realized Gibson guitars were so good, but this one is. And I love it, and I'm playing in a church praise band, if you can believe that. That's a whole other story, but I met a guy at school where I work who's a musician. He invited me, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I get to play some really kind of cool contemporary Christian songs with another guitar player, Lee, who's just an absolute incredible guitar player. But anyways, this one's called Gore Rhythm. And so, the whole idea is you got to feed the algorithm. You always got to feed the algorithm. You always got to make videos and keep. It used to be as a musician, all you really pretty much had to do is learn to play your instrument, sing somewhat perfunctorily. I can't say that word. And you'd be all right. And the gods out there would allow you to play some gigs. And I mean, especially during the 70s, But now, I mean, there's so much out there, and you look at some of the people that are getting huge amounts of streams, and you're like, how are they doing it? I don't know. I guess they're better at feeding the Gore Rhythm, like Al Gore, the former vice president. So that's what this song is called, Gore Rhythm. It's on an EP that I released in February as part of the RPM Challenge called February is a Tough Month for Love. Feed the bees, feed it every day. Follow the gurus, do what they say. Creating content is the only way. Fail to embrace it. Plant you on your face, plant you on your face. TikTok videos, that stupid face. think you're clever. Just a fucked up show, just a fucked up show. Yeah, so here's the crazy thing. YouTube always was the sort of place where you did the horizontal videos, and TikTok always wanted the vertical. I'm probably using the wrong terminology. But now, TikTok is wanting you to do the horizontal thing, and I guess YouTube wants vertical. So this is when this verse came from. Horizontal, now what they want, aping you to change the fucking font. Algorithm is the only way. Pimp that single. Pimp it every day. Shake it, yeah, shake it, bake it. Algorithm, algorithm, algorithm. Getting a workout tonight on my pedals here. For you pedal aficionados, I've got an MXR delay. I got an old school Boss distortion. It's the heavy metal one, which I like. I don't necessarily play heavy metal, but I like the distortion pedal, the orange one. I've got a TC Electronics looper, a very low budget. I mean, it's not a low budget. I mean, it's a great looper. It's just not very fancy. And I've got a compressor. Not sure who makes that one, but I like it. When I'm playing clean, I like a little compression. I've got my reverb up tonight, as you can probably tell, because I love reverb. I love reverb. Reverb. play a lot of newer songs. I can play some older ones now. And those of you who don't know my music, I actually do have some. I have stuff going all the way back to like 2019, I think, on Bandcamp. This one's a song called You Don't Love Me, You Don't Care. Sometimes I can't remember my pedal settings, but... Sitting on the phone waiting for your call. Never picked up or stared at the wall. Won't show up on set for a fall. Look around, don't care anymore. You don't love me, you don't care. You won't miss me when I'm not there. Not gonna hang around no more. I'm walking through that open door. I wanna hear the voice you're never gonna call. You're not my friend, you're giving me the stall. Don't show up, I'm tired of it all. If you're around, don't care anymore. You don't love me, you don't care. You won't miss me when I'm not there. Virginia, not Tennessee. You Don't Love Me, You Don't Care. That's from a record CD release, full length, that came out in 2021. You can get it at Bull Moose up in Maine. I'm pretty sure they still have copies at all of their stores. I've gotten a report from them in a while. I know we haven't sold many. You can buy it on Bandcamp. This is a press CD. I worked with Charlie Gaylord over at Crooked River. Wanted to buy my CDs that time from a local guy. This time I'll probably just use disc makers, just because I can get the turnaround a little quicker, and it's going to be cost probably. It just nothing against Charlie. He's an awesome guy, and I'm glad I was able to give my business for that CD. CD didn't sell much, as happens a lot, right? And I pressed too many, and so if you want to shoot me a message, it's a $10 CD on Bandcamp. I might throw you one and say, you say, hey Jim, I listened to your stream and I really liked it, and I would like to have a CD for $5. Oh, this is that time of the night. I used to hate doing this when I would play live gigs. But part of playing music is, most bars pay you less than you really should get paid for the amount of effort that it takes to hump all your gear in and play for 3 hours to a bunch of patrons who most of the time don't pay any attention to you. And I always ask myself, why do I want to play bars ever again? Probably not. Streaming is much nicer. I'm in a much nicer space here, especially since my wife and I painted it during school break, and I got a nice blue background other than that drab wall that I had before. But anyways, if you could throw me a tip, here's my information, particularly using PayPal. You can send it along, $5, $2.50, $1. It's probably not worth you to send it to me for PayPal. I was always frustrated as a musician playing out, how you could play all night and literally just sweat. I remember one night just like sweating my ass off at this place in Sanbornville, New Hampshire. It was a great place to play. They'd had you up on this front porch, but man, it was hot, like 100 degrees hot, and your hands just started sticking to the guitar. And I remember this couple, like they just sat there all night, and they drank and they ate, and I'm sure they spent $200 on their meal. And they literally got up and walked out, looked right at me, walked right by my tip bucket, and I thought, you fuckers. But anyways. Oh my God, I still have people listening. I haven't scared everybody away. Oh my God, yes. This one's called Living in This World. This is about cancel culture. It's sort of one of those post-COVID songs. don't know if you remember that time when everybody thought they were right about the vaccine and everything else, and if you didn't go along with their way of thinking, they wanted to put you in some kind of a, gulag, like, Solzhenitsyn wrote about in Gulag Archipelago. And now we find out that, the government pretty much, and of course the pharmaceutical companies lied to us. Like, why would you not think that they would lie to you? That it was just all a marketing thing, But I just remember, the cancellations and all of that, and a lot of good people were hurt by it. And a guy named Joseph Arthur, great musician, he's back out there playing, but he suffered during it because he dared to take his stand. Anyway, this is what's called Living in This World. You rally around the earth, chant slogans, but not much more. Your leaves bullshit just keeps on exploiting the poor. And you talk about love and justice and all those empty things. There's something I'm not sure it's time. Just shut your mouth. Yeah, Jim, just shut your mouth. Look away. Yeah, look away from all the horrors. We don't want to talk about any of that stuff. not an EP, that's an LP, called Living in Some Strange Days, which is, we were living through some strange days at that time. I'm glad we're out of that. Hopefully we never go back. So this is the kind of the covers portion of my set, and I don't play a lot of like covers that everybody else plays. I play covers of songs in bands that I want to play, because you play these songs a lot when you're out there playing these 3-hour bar gigs. So you might as well choose covers that you like to play along with your own songs. And I have my own songs that I don't even play anymore, that I don't really care to play, let alone someone else's music. But this one, I think, probably influenced the previous one, at least the chord progression. This one's called September Girls by Big Star. Criminally neglected 70s band that was rediscovered during the 90s by a lot of indie bands I listened to. I think I'll have some delay on this. September girls, December boys got it bad. December boys got it bad. Ooh. There's a guy or was from Richmond, and was a big fixture in the Richmond music scene. I just check my tuning here while I'm talking. A guy named Mark Linkous had a band called Sparklehorse, wrote a lot of really beautiful songs, also had some noisy songs. I would definitely ask you to check out his music because it's great. His brother and sister-in-law just put out a beautiful posthumous record called Bird Machine. You got me D to B. That's why it's too high. Sorry. That I bought on vinyl. It's just great. It's great to hear Mark's stuff that he was playing towards the end of his life. Unfortunately, Mark took his own life. And this song here, it's probably one of the songs that I played the longest as a cover. It's called Sad and Beautiful World, because I do truly think that we live in this world that is equally sad and beautiful, and we have to battle between the two to stay here, and at least that's my feeling about it. Sometimes you just make me mad. It's a sad and beautiful world. It's a sad and beautiful world. Go speeding past. Sometimes this one seems like the last one. It's a sad and beautiful world. It's a sad It's a sad and beautiful world. giant beautiful world of Mark Linkous, Sparklehorse. I guess I'll stay with the Richmond theme. Richmond's our big city. It's the music town that probably, if I really worked at it, I could get up there and play some gigs, and I think I need to do that, especially in the fall. But there was a band that was from the Richmond area called Gold Connections. They went to the College of William and Mary, at least Ryan Marsh did, and I always like this song. It's called Icarus. I'm going to mash it into another song that you'll recognize, an old, actual spiritual, traditional spiritual. Fall down like Icarus. Take a look and see. Talking like you're the only one who needs a brother. Think you're the only one who's underwater. Think you're the only man without a compass in this land. Well, you're wrong, man. Didn't mean to break it all up, to break up my memories in little shots. I threw in the sea. Well, I came back home to sweat it out, to let it all go. But you were just like a phantom in the mirror. Stand back at me, talking like you're the only one who needs a brother. Think you're the only one who's underwater. Think you're the only girl with no direction in this world. Oh, think you're the only one. and roll. Thank God it saved my soul. Wanna get back to rock and roll. Roll, 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 roll. I said, hey, oh. Get back to rock and roll. Get back to rock and roll. I think it saved my soul. Get back to rock and roll. Roll, 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 roll. I said, hey, Joe. Get back to rock and roll. Let's go, Joe. Fun when I would play this song, especially when I was playing it down on the Maine coast, and I would say to the audience around this part of the song, hey man, let's go looking for a boat. And they'd look at me like, man, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Why are we going looking for a boat? But it was easy to do it when you were like sitting out on the deck of a place down in Booth Bay Harbor or Rockland. We'd have a little fun with that. And I do this mash. I go roll the boat ashore. Hallelujah. I go roll the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Sister, help trim those sails. Hallelujah. Sister, help to trim those sails. Hallelujah. And then, if you know my story, you know my wife and I lost our son Mark in 2017. And it turned our lives upside down. And I miss him every day, yeah. And I'm hoping, maybe just some way, maybe, that there's a place that will cross over like the Jordan River someday. And maybe it's not just a metaphor. But I don't really know. Nobody knows for sure, and I have my doubts, and I'm an ordained minister. Jordan's river is deep and wide. Hallelujah. And I hope I got a home on the other side. Hallelujah. Then that'll be a glorious reunion someday. gonna get back and dock the boat, and get back to rocking out, and close this one out. You're back to rock and roll. Thank God it saved my soul. Why you back to rock and roll, 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 roll. I say hey ho. You're back to rock and roll. I said hey ho. That was Icarus by Gold Connections, mashed into a traditional spiritual called Ashore that's probably been played by Pete Seeger and a whole bunch of other people. I'm going to do two more. I'm going to do two brand new ones that are, well, I say brand new, they were on the EP I produced and wrote and released in February called, it's on SoundCloud. I haven't put it anywhere else. I guess I could put it up on Bandcamp. I mean, there's so many damn platforms now, nobody can keep track of them anyways. I can put it on Bandcamp and it wouldn't matter. It's on SoundCloud, you can go there. Look up Jim Bon Remy and you'll find February is a tough month for love. And there's this one called Rocket Store, which is this little song that wrote itself. I mean, I probably should have released it as my prior single. I released this really sad song about Mark and, 7 years later and all that stuff. Nobody cares about my pain. And certainly not for a single. Hindsight's always 20/20, as they say. So for the song that kind of wrote itself on a record that I really think was pretty apolitical, I don't know, as I've been playing it and thinking about how I want to play it, and not playing it anything like the way I wrote it and released it, because it fits in really well for the time that we're in, which is about, sending $95 billion to Israel and the Ukraine. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Nobody seems to care about domestic issues. We could solve the homelessness crisis with homeless veterans with a fraction of that money. But no, we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and support the Zionist government of Israel. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, then you are totally out of the loop. There is a apartheid situation. They're exploiting all of this. They equate who they are today with the Israel of the Bible, and they're not the same. All right? That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to play my song Rocket Store. And the sad part is the people who ought to be standing in opposition to this killing of innocent children and babies of, and being basically the Zionists pushing the Palestinians into the sea. That's their goal, to totally destroy the race over there. The group that ought to be speaking out are evangelical Christians, and still they're the ones that are all cheering. Oh, let's just support Israel. Anyways, Rocket Store. saw you today. So I went on my way. Everyone's the killing name. No one cares at all. They just think of themselves. Yes, they do. People protest what I say today. This song doesn't make much sense, but I needed words to share my thoughts. Sometimes playing my songs ain't much fun. It's no fun being obscure. I probably have like 2 people listening to my stream right now if I have that. But I keep on coming each and every day because music saved my life. Cause it's my way today. Here's what I'll say. Tell you today, because I sold them all to the U.S. government. So a bunch of defense contractors and neocons can fill their pockets full of that filthy lucre and mammon that the Bible talks about. And innocent Palestinian children and babies are being blown to bits. And if there's one thing that I know, my late son Mark Balmer would be standing with the Palestinian people. And I feel okay with what I just sang tonight. And if this offends you, I don't really care. Because I'm tired of all your rockets. I'm going to close this out with a song that's real personal to me. I had the really good fortune of getting to know Frank Anicetti, the late Moxie man, as some people know him in Lisbon Falls. Frank passed away a few years ago, but those of you who maybe don't know me, don't know who I am, I wrote bunch of books, and two of them happen to be about this soft drink called Moxie that had a cult, or has a cult following actually in New England and maybe a few other places, but it's a soft drink, the oldest commercially produced soft drink in the United States, even older than Dr. Pepper, supposedly. And Frank was somebody who started the Moxie Festival, which has sort of become the epicenter of the Moxie universe. And Frank was a unique individual, truly unique individual. I used to call him the mayor of Moxietown. My first book, Moxietown, talked about that. And I have a second book called Moxie, Man in the Bottle that came out on, well, at the time was Downey's Publications, now bought out by Bowman. That's at least who sends me my royalty checks. So, but this one's called Mayor of Moxietown. And it's on my EP called February's a Tough Month for Love. And I'm going to close with this one. Frank and his city. He had a store down the corner, and he and I would talk about the Moxie, different things that were from the past. And I had to learn to take my time with him, 'cause he always had a story to share. And I'm glad I took the time to listen. Frank in a city. Didn't have much inside his store, but he was always glad to see me. Whenever I walk through his door, down on the corner of Main and 196, they say it's the busiest road in Maine. And I'm glad and grateful for all the talks I had with him. Frank in a city, Frank in a city, the mayor of Moxietown, the mayor of Moxietown. Rest in peace, Frank. Thanks everybody for coming out and listening tonight. I know people were in and out, and I have no idea probably until I look at the comments who was here. And I don't know, maybe we'll do another one of these in a couple of weeks on a Saturday night. I'm trying to get some, just tuned up for my tour coming up in June, trying to get a couple of live dates maybe outside of my music room here on the second floor of our house in Lynchburg. But anyways, you can find my stuff. I'm on Instagram. Here's one of the ways you can reach out. Instagram at JimBaumME. And I think my Facebook page is the same, at least the Jim Bomber ME. If you're on the other one, you can link up to the other page, which is my music page. my website, and if you feel so inclined, shoot me a little, I don't know, $5 for a cup of coffee or whatever a cup of coffee is these days. I usually make my own at home. Jim Balmer, ME. Out.